Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I know it has been, a few months, or is it just a month? I don't know, it feels like ages since I got to do this, so I still don't have my microphone like I wanted, but I felt like it was very important for me to update you guys, and I don't know how long it will be before I get my microphone, so we are just going to work with what I've got. So in advance, if anyone is triggered by traumatic experiences like kidnapping and all that stuff, please just shut off the video. This video is not for you. So with that, let me just begin and just ignore my story thing. A couple of days ago, actually, yeah, 2 days ago, I had a phone call from my daughter's principal, my kid's principal, but my daughter, Narissa, said she didn't feel well, and she was in the nurse's office. So I had to drive 2 hours back to her school to pick her up because they wanted her to be picked up. I guess just in case she had a flu or something, I don't know. And Henry wanted to stay because there was something going on at school, and he loves school, so I let him stay. I should have just stayed in town, really, but I didn't. And when I got home, actually this was last week, yeah. When I got home and I did my nurse CG and checked her and that, there was nothing. Absolutely nothing wrong with her. Okay? I was pissed. 2 hours there and back. In total, that day I travelled 6 hours by car. So, that was that. I contacted her father to get him to come to a parent-teacher meeting, but he never arranged it with me when he was available and all that. So, on, what is it? Today is... So on Thursday, I contacted him again via text, and I said, look, Narissa won't go to school. Actually, it was Wednesday. No, Thursday. Sorry, off track. She won't go to school because she wants to see her father, and he messaged back saying he was busy and out of town. Oh, he was busy. He was busy with Annalicia. So, there was that. And of course, then he said, of course I was pissed off. And then he said, you're the mother, deal with it. You never say that to someone. Okay, you never say that. So, I dealt with it probably the wrong way because, yeah, I did some sleuthing. I found the hotel he was at, and drove 4 hours to him. Then, little did I know, he was waiting, or I don't know how he was waiting. I don't know, he's just strange. Now, keep in mind, I stupidly got myself, my powers bound because I picked a fight with Scarlet. Yeah, that's another story. So I was rendered like a human, okay, powerless, and me going to face up to a guy, clearly forgetting I'm human, for that split second. Yeah. So I ended up at his hotel room, and when I knocked on the door, he opened it. I walked in and he locked it, and I did not know he locked the door. And this is where I'm seeing things get bad. Like, really, really bad. So, when I got into the room, it stunk like, well, a nail salon. And he made the excuse that Annalisa wanted to do her nails. Now, never in my life have I seen this woman do her nails. Okay, but who knows, maybe. And I rushed to try and open the windows. They didn't open because it was a cheap, crappy motel, which is strange, but you know. This guy, keep in mind, he got himself banished from the pack because he went up against my amazing husband in a battle for the alpha position, and yes, he won, and I am Luna. Finally, I am literally a queen. Okay, bow. Don't bow, but it's funny. He had no chance. Like, wow. I read the chat, and my man is amazing. So, back on track, I went to run to the door to open it to get air, and it was locked. Then, split seconds, he grabbed me from behind, pulled me into his chest, and put a cloth over my face. I tried to fight, but from behind it's a little hard, and that was that. I was knocked out. And I put myself in that position. No, no matter how many kids I have, or anything, I acted immature. I put my life in danger. I didn't bother to think of the consequences of my actions. And yeah, it was very traumatic. So Sorry. Woo. When I woke up, I was in the middle of nowhere. I didn't know where I was. And it was dark. And all I saw was like dark trees or something. My head, oh my gosh, my head had the biggest headache. It was terrible. And I saw Annalisa. She was still asleep, but on the ground. And I don't know. The next thing was I passed out again because he had wrapped vines around my body, and those vines also held the same cloth to my face. And I just kept passing out because I guess it wasn't too far in between. We weren't far, I'm guessing, from Astoria. From where we left, because otherwise, that stuff would have evaporated and I would have been fine. The next thing is I woke up and I was in a cave. And this cave had a room with a locked wooden door. And I was on this filthy old mattress. And I was able to move, which was great. For a few seconds I felt powerless, paralyzed. But, I forgot to mention, when I woke up, being dragged to the cave, I assume is when I woke up, and I dug my feet into the ground to make a path and kicked my shoes off. So I knew eventually someone would come, right? And that's the beauty of being in a pack. You're always found. So, yeah, back to the cave. Anna was there and she seemed to be in pain. I didn't understand why. And, Leon was trying to explain or not explain to Anna why I was in this situation. And he told her absolute lies that I was going to take her kids. I don't need 2 kids, okay? I've got my own. And also his, which was true. I was going to take him to court because he wasn't being a responsible father. And then I got angry. And she only just recently got her powers back from being bound. And I kept trying to say no, that he's lying. because I still had a gag on. And when I tried to communicate to her through the pack bond, she was in pain again, and I didn't know why, so I asked to examine her. He let me free from that, and I was able to examine her. I said, try and use some magic, and her gut began to ache, like, I'm guessing an absolute agony. She was hunched over and everything. I felt what seems to be 1 month old, like a 1 month along pregnancy, which is pretty right because those two have been a month ago is when their last rendezvous was, and she thought I was lying, and Neon said, yes, she's lying, don't listen to her, and Anna got really, really angry, and she threw black fey dust at me. That knocked me out, and then obviously that wasn't enough. She electrocuted me with lightning. I woke up briefly from that whole pressure of it hitting me, like it was like a brick hitting my chest. And I died. Like I was holding on, but I was weakening and I was still passed out. And I lasted a night. And then I died. And all I could think of was, I was stupid. I left my kids alone with their nanny. Because I was stupid to go and find Leon. Sorry. It's really hard to say this because it's still so fresh. So, my experience with death. No immortal can say they've done that before. So, you know, if I had had magic, I would have probably survived. I would have survived. But without that magic, I wouldn't have been strong enough to survive anything. So when I was traveling through this void, I saw like this wolf ghost type thing, wolf spirit, dancing around in front of me, and I couldn't get a closer look. I'm guessing what I was told is they knew they couldn't help me, hence because I am bound with my magic, I can't do anything, and I'm not allowed to shift into anything. So that didn't help me. But my friend She's the sister of the god of the underworld. So she was able to meet me when I did die and my death door was opening up. And she used every ounce of her power and ability to keep me from going through the door, which is where I pass over and I find out my fate. And then the other game, he was in spirit state, so he came through and he commanded my soul back into my body. When I went back, it was so painful. Like, you're trying to force yourself back into a body, you know, that is so messed up and in pain. It wasn't good. What are you doing, Josephine? Okay, she's after something. What got me back with the help of everyone else was I had to keep remembering my life. My kids, my husband, my work. And honestly, I failed my children. I did. I went to a strange place, got myself kidnapped, and my daughter, Evelina, wasn't taking bottles yet. And my husband had to give her formula. Now, I'm dead against that. Which is why my hospital usually, I say, they provide breast milk, because I don't know if anyone else knows, but in my country, hospitals provide breast milk. In America, they have like breast banks, like milk banks, for babies who can't feed off their mums. But yeah, my husband was told to get formula, and she was put on formula, and I'm struggling with that. Like, I should have been there, and I wasn't, and I know he's upset because when I told him why this stuff happened, he was pissed, but he's so sweet. So he stayed by my side in the hospital, holding Anna's hand, holding my hand, and not killing Anna for killing his wife. She's officially in the Wisteria Falls Institute of Psychology Institute, because she took that over going to jail. Look, I don't know whether she didn't mean it or not. But the last time she struck me with lightning and I literally disintegrated, it was deliberate. Just saying. But I'm not pushing it because she is possibly pregnant. Someone needs to do a medical checkup on her to confirm that. But yeah. So that is my little story. And since being home, it took a while. I had to get my body back to, hey, you're alive, it's fine, you can work on that. I haven't gone back to work yet. I want to go back to work and sleep. I want to sleep, but I can't because I have nightmares and it's not so much what happened because look, I've been through a lot of hell. A lot of stuff with my past. But my nightmare is that I left my kids. I did. And I was immature. I allowed that to happen, you know? I put myself into a situation and I could have easily avoided it. So that one's on me. Leon is in jail. And I'm not sure what else is gonna happen. Oh, sorry. As I've said, I haven't had much sleep. What? Oh, other news? My daughter, Mina, I found out a few, like last week, that she has been involved in gang activity. There's this whole youth uprising in town and someone's the ringleader, of course, and my daughter had to commit a felony to prove that she was in, and she threw glass bottles through the bank's windows, and yeah. So now she's got court tonight. Yeah, at 5 p.m. I think it was. Yeah. I'm begging her to behave in court. My husband won't let me go to court with her. He thinks that it's a bad idea because last time I wasn't very nice to the judge. I'm hoping that it works in her favour, even though she has been to court multiple times, like 2 times or something. And I hope the judge doesn't see her as a repeat offender and they just let her come home. what gets me is I didn't even know my daughter was sneaking out. And it's now the pressure is on because I'm a Luna. And if my kids aren't behaving properly, then that reflects bad on my job as Luna and my pack. So that's that. And I hope you guys enjoyed this different video. Sorry it was so sad, but you know, even our second lives aren't pretty all the time. So yeah, I'm going to love and leave you guys and probably have a pile of coffee so I can handle whatever's coming tonight. So don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. Leave your thoughts and prayers with me and my family by commenting lots of hearts, and I will see those and much appreciate those. So until next time, have a wonderful day, night, evening, morning, afternoon. I'm rambling. Bye, beauties.